Now, are you a member of the low-life scum here?
Yes, I'm a low-life scum.
Okay.
And John McCain is such a fellow senator, U.S. senator. Yes. I've been called worse things by better people.
So are you doing any good out here today?
Are we doing any good out here? Yeah, we always do good. It's always good to advance the argument. Sometimes the dramatic action is all part of the deal.
I was out looking for the low-life scum. I'm not finding any.
No. Actually, Medea Benjamin said this actually made our little demonstration a news story, whereas normally they pay no attention to it. He said that McCain calling them low-life scum is what made it make the news. And so they got a big story out of what they were doing there, which was trying to put a citizen's arrest on old Henry Kissinger, who I guess can't go anywhere anymore except to Congress.
No, Colleen, making any progress?
You know, that's a good question. Our Minneapolis action is part of the Global Day of Action Against Torture. There were, I think, around 20 different cities that were staging demonstrations, in some cases a little, street theater, to remind people about the Senate Intelligence Committee report about torture and whatever. So there were
How many people were involved?
I looked on Facebook and there were 1,600 people signed up to participate nationwide. Unless there is some accountability and or change of policy, real change of policy, then torture is still on the table.
What's it going to take to change the policy?
Well, Feinstein thinks that she needs a new law, and that's actually not true. There are already very strict laws. In Latin it's called jus cogent. That means there's not even an excuse for torture. There's no legal possibility of torturing. So she's claiming that she needs to enact another law. If they broke the laws that already exist, they'll break new laws. I don't think that's necessarily the answer. I think the answer is for some brave leader, best would be the president, but it could be somebody else, to stand up and say, we've got to end torture. And we've got to make it much more than an executive order. It's got to be understood. That means accountability of many of the people who are responsible, especially the ones who tortured and it went to murder. I mean, it wasn't even just torturing. There are people who are murdered after having been tortured.
Anybody in public life who looks like they might have that courage?
Well, we had hopes for Udall, and especially after he wasn't coming back because he had nothing to lose, that he would stand up and read the 6,900 pages. Of course, that didn't happen. He didn't have the courage. Wyden is still in there. We were hoping actually to talk to our own two Minnesota senators, Franken and Klobuchar, who sit on the Judiciary Committee. They could possibly get access to that Senate Intelligence Committee report. The latest, unfortunately, with the Senate Intelligence Committee report is that Barr has asked for it to be buried, to all copies, even of the redacted summary, to be sent back to the CIA. And that's the latest we've heard about this.
We're so tired of all these kids getting, murdered mercilessly by these drones. So we need to rethink this. We're not going to stop war and coming out here right now, but we're making contributions towards that end. And that's all you can do.